Now you came up with a whole generation of people who became very, very famous.
Damn, yeah, I kind of did, like, working in casting back in the 90s, which was like my day job. I remember at one point my best friend's roommate was David Schwimmer, and like he was just like my best friend's roommate.
Just like old Courtney, the stripper from down the block.
And doing shows with Jackie Beat back in the 90s, and we would do it with like Molly Shannon. We were doing a show with I was doing a show with Molly Shannon, Jackie Beat, Anna Gasteyer, and Melanie Hutzel when Molly got SNL.
Wow.
And this is before Anna did and after Melanie did. And just like, I remember her getting that call and how exciting it was. And then like, just through the years knowing sketch group I was in, we would have special guest stars of all. It was like that Largo indie alt comedy scene, like Sarah Silverman and Marilyn Rice Cup and Margaret Cho. We did a production, Johnny, of Life Stage Facts of Life with rotating celebrity Natalies, some of them being like Julie Brown, Margaret Cho, Jackie Beat. It was crazy.
Yeah, you were part of that whole 90s alt comedy scene where so many people, including yourself, sprouted up. And that was like a really special time.
Yeah, we had friends that were on like David Cross and Bob Odenkirk and Mr. Showtimes and like all the groovy alt comedy ladies, and you know, it was really cool. It was really fun. Jack Black lurking around everywhere, you know, stuff like that.
And so what was your big break? I mean, I know you did commercials and you were like on Wings and some other stuff.
I went to, I somehow got myself in the room for this audition for Curb Your Enthusiasm in 2001, around the same time we were doing Space Station, the play. And I had gone to college with Cheryl Hines. And I knew Jeff Garland through all my Chicago people who I met out here because he had done our show too. And so I suddenly found myself in the room, you know, and whoever the casting person was, bless you, with improvising at the audition with Larry David, Jeff Garland, and Cheryl Hines.
Wow.
And that role, I played an HBO exec who's Julia Louis-Dreyfus' best friend, so I got to be besties with
my goodness.
JLD.
You're like the Zelig of Hollywood. Everywhere there's a celebrity, like if you look closely in the background, there's Sam Pancake with a spunky hairdo.
What? So that got all this attention because I was supposedly portraying this real-life HBO exec who seemed gay but wasn't. And in the show, Larry, during this poker game, calls me my character a cunt. And I flip out and I leave my wife, my wife was played by Taya Mann, who's Lisa Kudrow's first cousin, now runs Courtney Cox's production company. So when I did Friends, I walked on set and Jennifer Aniston, of all people, goes up, she's like, Sam Pancake, we love you. That was my welcome on the Friends set.
Wow.
So if anyone ever says a bad word against Jen Ann, I won't have it.
You will not have it. You will have some vitamin water and you will rub some Aveeno on your face and you will bless her soul.
She was a fucking delight to me. So that was cool. So the Curb Your Enthusiasm, it was like second season, everyone in Hollywood watched it. So every time I went to an audition, like for West Wing, Tommy Schlamme would be like, oh, that's based on my poker game, the poker game in the show.
Right.
And I would go to another meeting, audition, oh, that's based on my poker game. I was like, I don't give a fuck whose poker game it is.
So everybody in Hollywood thought they were being portrayed in the things that you were doing.
Yeah, exactly.
That is pretty cool. Now, one thing, if you ever mess with Sam Pancake, he will say to you is, look, kid, I've been on Friends twice. So that was also, I think people who are younger now don't really understand the magnitude of being on some of these huge shows before internet existed. Yeah. Like when Friends, being on Friends made you famous the next day because 40 million people were watching it.
Yeah, same with Will and Grace. I was on that one. I was on that one 3 times. But and they would actually, back then when you did a sitcom, it would actually rerun in prime time a few times.
Yes.
You know, they don't do that anymore, really.
No, and you were getting that sitcom money, honey, chang, chang-a-lang.
Honey, thank God for King of Queens. Who's ever seen it? Not me. I did an episode in whenever it was. I get a check every month from, not a lot, but God bless King of Queens. She's still running.
God bless King of Queens. God bless King of Queens and the Ethel Merman variety special I did in 1978. It was called Ethel, exclamation point. I feel like Sam's been around Hollywood sometimes. Sometimes I'm like, all right, I get it, bitch. Everyone you know is famous.
Except for me. Where's my house?
Well, you still got that King of Queens money.
Oh, it's rich and creamy.
For more, hey Qween! Check us out on theStream.tv. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Daily Motion, and follow us on Twitter and Facebook. And we'll just have a gay old time, right, baby?
Yes, honey.
Yes, honey. Yes, honey. Hey, Qween.